Welcome to another episode of That's Right. I'm your host, Chris Voss. All right, today it is my pleasure to welcome Tim Ross. Tim Ross is a great friend, a great person, and actually an inspiration to me. So he's a podcaster and an author and a speaker, and he's the author of Welcome to the Basement, which is a book everybody should read. Tim, welcome.
I'm so grateful to be here with you, Chris.
Yeah,
Absolutely,
my
man.
pleasure.
Yes, sir.
All right, so is it a ridiculous idea if you share with our viewers a little bit about your business and your journey?
Yeah, no, it wouldn't be ridiculous at all. So I was born and raised in Inglewood, California, grew up in a great house, and moved to Texas in 1997. We started a business called Upset the World, which is designed to literally turn people's lives upside down with a message of love and hope that can change their lives. The podcast that came out of that was really designed to give people a safe space to share their vulnerability. And that's what I get to do on a day-to-day basis now.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So what are some of the common challenges that the people that you help face?
They face ridicule, misunderstanding, a lack of context to who they are. I feel like everybody in the world should be afforded the opportunity to be fully seen, fully heard, fully known, and fully loved, even if they're not fully agreed with. Because 4 out of 5 ain't bad, right? Like there's been no dentist commercial ever that has had 5 out of 5 dentists agree that this is the best toothpaste, right? It's always 4 out of 5.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking that if we can hold space for people like you're doing now, where people can be fully seen, fully heard, fully known, fully loved, their nervous system responds to that. Their bodies actually calm down when that happens. And so a lot of the frustration, anxiety, anger, violence that we see in our world could be mitigated greatly if people were just afforded that opportunity to share.
All right, so how do you do this? What strategies do you use to get 4 out of 5?
Yeah, so 4 out of 5 is all about creating a space of safety, right? People can't even heal unless 2 things are fundamentally
That's
present.
what you want to do, but how are you doing?
Yeah. So we created The Basement podcast to start giving people an opportunity to have conversations that could literally help them with this. It then turned into a whole company, a whole app and platform that we are giving people now the opportunity to get into. So we actually have over 8,000 subscribers to this app that we launched in November of 2023 that is reaching a bunch of people and giving them all an opportunity to take the brave step into vulnerability.
Wow. So are you against sharing a time when you navigated a particularly difficult situation using tactical empathy?
Oh, so here's the thing about your book. Your book gave me a superpower, right? So I read Never Split the Difference in over the course of November, December 2019, right? I'm already an empath. This is something that I'm naturally attuned to. So once I got the language of tactical empathy, it was like getting all 6 Infinity Stones in the gauntlet. I was Thanos at this point, right?
Nice.
And I was able to use this with my wife. So tactical empathy actually saved my marriage. We were in a very bad spot in our marriage. I did not know exactly what was going to happen in terms of like how we were going to resolve this one issue that we were dealing with. What I did not know is that she needed me. She needed to hear me give her all the things that she's been saying to me for 20 years. And it came out in an accusations audit, a very thorough, slow, painful for me, accusations audit. And at the end of that accusations audit, she literally said, "That's right." I'm not changing the words to try to make it fit the show. She literally said, "That's right." And from that day, I knew, oh, this is what I need to make sure other people are experiencing as well. So I use vulnerability to give people the opportunity to learn the tools that you taught me in tactical empathy.
Right. So when you talk the 4 out of 5 things, but one of the things that you're really focusing on is how liberating it is to feel heard. You're
Absolutely
giving people the
correct.
opportunity to be heard.
Yep.
And in this instance, the That's Right moment, she felt heard.
Absolutely.
She felt understood.
That's right.
And it triggered a breakthrough.
Absolutely. Our marriage is in a completely different place as a result. I use it with my children. I use it with my company. Actually, we started this company and I wasn't the CEO, right? I was the chief creative officer, but I should have been the CEO all along. I was actually too scared to assume that role. I thought there was somebody else that was more qualified because I felt like I didn't have the experience. So for about 9 months, the company was kind of in flux and there was a lot of frustration because I was actually not in my spot. So when I assumed the role of CEO, I actually led the same exact way. I led by saying, hey, I know the last 9 months has been really tough for everybody in this room. I know that you felt frustration. I know that you felt like we don't have direction. And I know there's been a lot of ambiguity. I want to let you know that's my fault. I wasn't in my role. I wasn't in my position. And I assume full credit for the angst that you've been feeling. But now that I'm in this role, I can guarantee you that things are going to get better from here. So I've metabolized all of these things, and it's a part of my everyday life. I don't ask yes-oriented questions. I only ask no-oriented questions until I can get that confirmation yes. So this is in my DNA at this point.
Beautiful, beautiful stuff.
Yeah.
All right, Tim, so if people want to learn more about you, they want to follow up with you, they want to understand how to work with you, how to learn from you, how do you want them to get in touch with you?
So they can go to upsettheworld.com for more information on our company. Welcome to the Basement is on iTunes, it's on Spotify. We also have a YouTube channel as well. My social media handles go by the same kind of tag.
Welcome to the Basement is YouTube channel.
Welcome to the Basement is the YouTube channel.
All right.
And we also have Upset the Gram, which is my Instagram page. Upset the Talk is my TikTok. I'm really into upsetting stuff.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Thank
Chris.
you so much.
Thank you for having
me. It's a pleasure having you here. I know everybody that listens to this is going to get a lot out of it. They're going to be inspired, as they should be.
Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Absolutely.